Hello, Howard from Astill Design here. Some of you people might not recognise me at the moment because I've just lost about 20 kilos, but been sitting here next to Josh, and that even makes me look thinner actually, Josh. It's a bit of a bonus. So,
happy to help out, mate.
So I'm here with some good news today. I've obviously been doing a fair bit on social media for probably the last 5, maybe 10 years, and sometimes it's a bit of a drain, and I had a few questions thrown at me the other day. Does this guy ever answer all the questions and stuff? So I've actually contacted Josh and brought him on board as my media manager. Welcome on board, mate.
Thanks, mate.
So Josh is now going to help me get a bit more professional and more videos, all sorts of stuff. So we'll be doing lots of things new, and hopefully bring him some more information.
Yeah, I think there's a really, the brand itself's no doubt been building for 35, 40 years. There's a big story to tell here with stuff that's happened in the, that's been done in the past and the present, and there's a lot going on at the moment, and there's lots of stuff no doubt you'd like to give the world in terms of knowledge and skill and.
Yeah, I mean, I get asked all the time, how do you do this, how do you do that, and a lot of comments that I hope your skills are being passed on to an apprentice, etc., etc. So what a lot of people may not understand is I don't have a formal trade. My trade is I'm a street machiner, but I have a lot of skills. So I'm not in a position to take on an apprentice because I'm not a tradesperson, so I can't do that. But I think the opportunity is there for me to try and pass on what I've been doing in still photos to now doing some video, and with you on board we can do that.
Yep. To
actually create, I guess, a how-to or a this is how I do it. I mean, I don't. Some people that are tradespeople might say you don't do it like that, but I mean, a lot of the stuff that I do seems to work. So the plan's to, do some blogs. What's the terminology, mate, nowadays?
Terminology, I think, is just do cool stuff. Lots of video that people are can engage in. They can learn something, they can engage in, and they can take something with them. And I think a lot of people over the years, no doubt, are big fans of yours through the cars you've built and the way you've carried yourself through the street machine. Last 40 decades. 40 decades.
Getting old now.
40 years. 40 decades. Wow. 40 years. There's just so much to talk about and so much to tell. Like with the mediums that we have today and the channels, like Facebook, obviously, Instagram, YouTube, and even delve into some other stuff which we'll touch on later. It's just a whole, I feel like that people will really engage with a lot of the stories to tell because,
it's been a few of those. I mean, I opened an Instagram account, I don't know, a few years ago because I was going to do that.
Yeah. And
I think it's got 8 photos on it. But Josh was a bit surprised. I've got 1,300 followers and nothing to follow. So, Josh will get onto that and make it a bit easier for me to understand on how I can do that and just get the information out there so people can follow. And get involved in what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's going to be some stuff where people can get involved and email in some questions. We might do some Howard's mailbox and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I got some pretty good old shit laying around that we can give away as well. Got some old posters and stuff that are been stuck away for 30 years.
Giveaways are always a good way to touch base with everybody at home. There's something you can win something. It's even better.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, mate.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Let's go.